Matthew O'Reilly. 6 years of age is Matthew. There we are, just picking him up. He came out with Captain Shane Cooper. He lives at Leicester Drive, Eccleston. His hobbies are watching the Saints. He's in the Beavers. I think he's had something similar to the Cubs, but playing computer games, and he's out there with his favourites, doing his limbering up movements. Came out there with Shane Cooper, and there's young Matthew, just at the back of Shane Cooper now. His favourite player is David Lyon. So big day for this young fella, and as we said before, never know, he may be gracing this hallowed turf at years to come. The Saints team this evening: David Lyon at full-back, Mike Riley, Gary Connolly, Paul Loughlin and Alan Hunt are the three-quarters. Tierra Patty and John Griffiths, the half-back pairing. John Neal, Bernard Dwyer and John Harrison the front row. Chris Joint, Phil Beavers, Shane Cooper the back three. Sullivan and O'Donnell on the bench. Kingston Rovers outfits: Fletcher at full-back, Brown, Lydiard, Hutchinson and Bibby the three-quarters. Wayne Parker, Gary Chatfield, lively half-back pairing, with Chris Harrison, Richard Chamberlain and Craig O'Brien the front three. Paul Fletcher, Des Harrison, Paul Speckman the back three. Sean Ho and Andy Thompson are their substitutes. Out there centre field, Graham Annesley the referee, one of our Antipodean friends. Makes a change having an Antipodean referee. I mean, we usually get pie eaters, don't we, here? But there we are, centre field, the captains, and tonight's match day mascot, Matthew O'Reilly, 6 years of age, from Leicester Drive. There he is, hurrying over to the main stand side there to meet Steve out of promotions, who'll take him over, reunite him with his parents and watch the rest of the game. Well, we're on Sky again, we're just a little to the right of centre. Welcome to everybody in the sponsors boxes, the restaurant, the sponsors lounge, anywhere where you can hear us. A league match, the 21st game of the season. Obviously just 5 outings in the league remaining. Saints just relegated, if that's the right word, to second position, with the old pie eaters taking over at top position after they beat Hull KR on Tuesday. Mr. Annesley gets us underway. Saints kick it deep. Well, it's out on the full. So bad kick right from the start. And Hull KR will have the penalty from the centre spot. They could elect to go for goal if they wished. Right, Fletcher, I think it is, the full-back. They will take this penalty from the centre spot. Fletcher it is, finds good yardage. This lad prefers to position the ball as opposed to kicking out of his hands. Richard Chamberlain, the hooker. And both of these prop forwards, Chris Harrison and Craig O'Brien, they had an excellent game against the Saints up at Craven Park earlier in the season. So it's Hull Kingston Rovers in possession. Loose forward, Paul Speckman. He's brought down, solid tackling again. Saints still without George Mann, Kevin Ward, Sonny Nicholl that was injured. Second row forward there, Des Harrison, 10 yards short. Hull Kingston Rovers pressing. Chatfield moves it left. Well, a forward pass there, outrageous forward pass, but Kingston Rovers keep it going. Wayne Parker involved. Kingston Rovers now in possession. A little chip kick through. The Saints have touched it down on the line. But Saints to drop out from between the sticks. Some good Hull Kingston Rovers pressure. And a good kick by the Saints. Mike Fletcher has to take it. 20 yards, 20 metres from his own line. Good kick by the Saints, forcing Kingston Rovers back, but Saints under a lot of pressure after Rovers had pressed on the Saints line. Well, Saints have possession. The ball's loose. Saints still have it. But Rovers penalised. Reaping the ball out is the indication there by referee Annesley. And David Lyon will find touch on the main stand side here at Nosey Road. No score and 3 minutes of the game gone. Quick play the ball. Saints have possession. 10 yards from the Kingston Rovers line. Big John Harrison. So end-to-end rugby in these early minutes. Rovers at the bottom of the division. Now with John Griffiths onto Chris Joint. Exciting player, Jointed 3 men on his left. He had to take the tackle. Gary Connolly brings it up again. Long ball out to Hunt. Excellent ball there by Gary Connolly to Alan Hunt. And Saints, after defending, go right to the other end and score a try. A barren patch for Alan Hunt is now ended. His 22nd try of the season. But good play there by Connolly. Saints bringing it up. Good running by Chris Joint. 3 men on his left. And then Connolly got the ball. He made quite a bit of yardage. Opened the gap. A long cut-out pass to Alan Hunt. And he went in at the corner. 10 metres in from the touchline on the Popular side. Saints in the lead by 4 points to 0. And this Paul Loughlin goal to come. So Loughlin there just inside the 20-metre area. 10 metres in. Oh, just to the left of the sticks. But Saints in the lead, 4 points to 0. And not bad going really, considering that Wigan were 8 points to 0 down against Kingston Rovers last Tuesday. Excuse me, we're just getting positioned here on the podium. Obviously with the Sky cameras being on and the amount of equipment, we're just a little bit cramped. But it's Tirapati, gives a great dummy. Pushes the tacklers off. Gary Brown come in with a bit of a head tackle. But it's Chris Joint at dummy half. Cooper onto Griffiths. It's moving it to Beavers. Solid tackling, but excellent play by the Saints. Dwyer back in harness with John Harrison. Also John Neal. He's back after being out either injured or flu. I know there's a flu bug going through the camp. But Bernard Dwyer doesn't miss many, does Bernard Dwyer. Just been out for the last match or so. Last tackle of this sequence. John Griffith chips it. It comes back off Kingston Rovers. The tackle counts wave clean and Gary Connolly straightens up. He's brought down 10 metres short. Referee Annesley waves the tackle count back to 1. But it's big John Neal drives it up. Good lad this Neal, only about 23 years of age. A good grafter. Now with Harrison. Pressing on the Kingston Rovers line again, and Harrison's over. Good wriggling there by Big John. Good work there by Big John Harrison. Took it well out, run it up, drove in. The Kingston Rovers tacklers couldn't take him. Couldn't tackle him, managed to break out and touch the ball down right by referee Annesley. He'll be used to having in-goal touch judges, won't he, just to assist him with his decisions. But he'll have no problem tonight. The Saints look in rampant mood, and let's hope they can build up some good points. May prove crucial at the end of the season. Obviously we're trailing the Pie Eaters as Loughlin pops his first goal of the afternoon, of the evening I should say. Loughlin pops his first goal over, and it gives Saints a 10 points to 0 lead. Good pressure play by the Saints. 2 tries after Hull Kingston Rovers had put pressure on the Saints in the first 3 minutes, and Saints moving from one end to the other. Fletcher boots it downfield. Connolly in possession. Good play by this lad. I know, as I said, the points could prove crucial. I know it just seems in the space of 8 days that your season's gone. Beaten by the Pie Eaters in the cup. As Joint streaks through, inside to Rapati. Loughlin couldn't take it. But good break by the Saints there, and they certainly look on song tonight, don't they? Rovers have possession. Chamberlain, the hooker at dummy half. Onto second row, Paul Fletcher. As I said, it just seems in the space of 8 days that your season collapses about you, doesn't it? Defeated by Wigan in the Challenge Cup, then defeats against Widnes and Hull. Well, you just got to get on with it. I mean, these things happen. Teams have bad patches. We know it's annoying. We want to inflict a lot of pain on the Pie Eaters, but it doesn't look as though it's going to happen this season, but anything can happen. Second row forward, Des Harrison. Wigan still involved in the Challenge Cup, and they've still got matches in hand, and let's hope they slip up. Chatfield lofts a tester, but it comes back to Hull Kingston Rovers. Back to Chatfield, looking for the overlap. He breaks out of the tackle, but he's brought down. The ball's loose. Saints come up with it. Well, it looked a little high on the far side there. The referee not ruling so. Mike Riley taking that tester. Harrison slips it out. Cooper, Loughlin into space, looking for support. Dwyer's there, Cooper's there, but good tackling this time. Wayne Parker, one of the players involved, but Chris Joint, isn't he looking hungry, eh? Joint, Hunt and Connolly back after the trip to France with the Great Britain side. David Lyon there as travelling reserve, but Spruce, the informed full-back, we can say, for Widnes, forcing David Lyon out of a place. Good ball from Neil to John Griffiths. Last tackle of this sequence. 10 points to 0. Saints in the lead. 10 minutes gone. Rapati gets the ball back after the kick through. What the turnover is it given this time? Well, it has. It was a similar type of kick that went against Hull Kingston Rovers, and Saints were awarded another 6 tackles just a few minutes earlier. But referee Annesley ruling that the turnover must take place. Rovers have possession. Not a very good crowd here this evening, so obviously certain sections of the Saints public not attending again. I'm sure they'd be here in the droves if we was winning, wouldn't they? But you've got to take the rough with the smooth as Hutchinson breaks through. Strong lad, this Hutchinson, ex-Halifax utility player, we can say. He's in the centre, but he's big enough to be in the second row, and he's played in the second row occasionally. But Rovers spreading it out. Craig O'Brien for the Rovers has the ball just 10 metres short of the Saints line. Chatfield, well, an obstruction type move there. The ball's loose, Rovers have it. They're driving for the line, the bottom left hand corner. Saints come up with the ball. Saints are penalised for reefing the ball out, and Shane Cooper there is remonstrating with the referee, but he'll get no joy. But he speaks Cooper's twang, doesn't he? But he'll still get no joy out of him. The touch judge is on the far side. Rovers play it quickly. Quick hands. Good tackling there. Excellent tackling by Loughlin. Chamberlain at dummy half. Rovers bring it right. Second row forward, Des Harrison. These players will have to be taken man and ball. They can't afford to let the ball be squeezed out. Hutchinson, he has it now. Strong lad, he's took it well. Tried to create a bit of space, but Rovers there with men free on the left and the ball knocked forward. Hutchinson tried to squeeze it out. Looks like Chamberlain that knocked it forward. Yes, it was. He just steps into the middle of the front row, and Griffiths will feed this scrum. Saints have possession. Griffiths again. Cooper attacked in half. He wants a quick play of the ball. Speckman was lying on. Now with Phil Beavers. Excellent clubman Beavers. Next in line for a benefit season. Paul Loughlin just starting one. And I think Beavers will be next as Bernard Dwyer chips it through. Mike Fletcher takes it. Cooper and Dwyer come to close him down. Connolly as well. But it's Dwyer, follows the man up, follows his kick up. Rovers forced back. 10 points to 0. Nearly 13 minutes on the clock. And Saints, when they have the ball, certainly look very sharp. Chamberlain moves it left. Strong running. As I say, Hull Kingston Rovers, bottom of the First Division. Chance of being relegated, but now with the new proposals, there's 2 divisions next season. So David Lyon couldn't take it cleanly. Under a bit of pressure there from the Kingston Rover man coming through, who was Wayne Parker. Obviously in danger of getting a stray boot there, David Lyon, but he couldn't take it, he knocked it forward. As I say, Kingston Rovers, bottom of the First Division, in 14th position with just 10 points. At a rugby league meeting passed just the other day, back to 2 divisions next season. 2 divisions of 16 teams, so Hull Kingston Rovers are okay, but they still want the points. They've been playing well as late. They give Saints a good game earlier in the season up at Craven Park. They have possession now, and it's second row forward Paul Fletcher. He slips it away to Chamberlain, on to Chatfield, back to Chatfield again. A lot of the moves revolve round Chatfield and Speckman, the loose forward and the scrum half. Well, Chamberlain there manages to get it away. Rovers trying to spread it. The ball's released. Well, good handling there. And is he over? No, it's a forward pass. The ball's been brought back. The referee picking that forward pass up. But good enterprising play by Kingston Rovers. Moved it quickly. Scrum down. Saints feed. Shane Cooper to beg your pardon. John Griffiths to feed. Shane Cooper obviously in the loose forward position. John Griffiths there. And he comes out with the ball. Rovers, are they penalised for offside? They are. Chatfield is just arguing the toss with the referee Annesley. And David Lyon will kick for touch over to the main stand side here at Nosey Road. 5 metres inside the Kingston Rovers half. Now it's John Neal. Quickly up there, Bernard Dwyer. Well, Bernard Dwyer backing up. Bernard Dwyer gets the return ball, and Dwyer deep into the 20-metre area. I think that's only the first tackle, or maybe the second, but it's Connolly, sees the gap, tries for it, looking for support. Support's there from Riley as he comes on a diagonal run, right in front of the sticks, 10 metres short. Saints putting the gas pedal down again, and looks certain to come away with points here. Rapati pushes 2 off, brings it over to the right, breaks out of another tackle. Oh, brilliant drive by Rapati. Looking to release it, Griffiths was there, but Rapati couldn't. Now it's moved over to the right, Griffiths again. Lofted ball, Connolly takes it. Oh, well, the ball's been, well, it's a forward pass, I think referee Annesley's given. Was it on the 6th tackle? Will it be the turnover? No, it is a scrum down. Enterprising play by the Saints. They move it quickly. Just a final pass. Being penalised by the referee. Kingston Rovers come up with ball from the scrum. 16 minutes gone, 10 points to 0. Now it's Rovers in possession. Big John Harrison, Chris Joint. They bring the tackling off. Rovers in possession. The Robbins as they're known. Chamberlain at dummy half. Chatfield along the line. Speckman, long pass out. Fletcher up in the line. But good running by Kingston Rovers and good tackling by the Saints to try to force the man into touch. He manages to get the ball away, and Saints could be caught if Rovers spread it out, but they drive it up the middle. The last tackle of this sequence of 6. Chatfield, he has possession, lofts it high. The turnover, if the man's tackled, still on the last tackle. It's kicked high again. Alan Hunt takes it well. breaks out of the tackle and Hunt's off on a run. Just brought down, he releases it to Cooper. Cooper rounds the man, brought down 10 metres from his own line. Alan Hunt again, but offside against Kingston Rovers. They moved up too quickly there. And Alan Hunt, after a quick play of the ball, looking to break through, looking for a chink in the Kingston Rovers armour. Good kick from Lyon, 5 metres inside the Rovers half. Saints will play it quickly. John Harrison now from Bernard Dwyer. But good tackling again, excellent tackling by Rovers. Cooper, John Neal, back to Bernard Dwyer, good passing from John Neal there. Saints again, Chris Joint, out to Beavers. Breaks through, does Beavers, has to take the tackle. 12 metres short of the line, Saints move it along the line, Cooper and Griffiths. Griffiths sees the gap. Rapati was with him, he couldn't give it. Rapati just overrun Griffiths, but Saints moving it again. Cooper. Back to Dwyer, John Neal now, good ball, Saints keep it moving. Oh, Connolly taking a little high on the 6th and final tackle now. Rapati chips it crossfield, Hunt's chasing it. Hunt can't take it, but Gary Brown does. Gary Brown siding through, good run from this lad. 30 metres he makes, takes it in his in-goal area. Hutchinson, big raw-boned runner. Chamberlain attacked in half, Rovers in possession. Halfway through this first half, 10 points to 0 the score. Saints started off like house on fire, but Kingston Rovers just regained the composure. Chatfield, he'll have to be met at the earliest opportunity. Hull keep the ball going. Good driving, good into passing. Last tackle of their set of 6. Well, nearly sloppy there at the play of the ball. The man's only got to be tackled and it's a turnover, which it is. The referee there indicating the turnover. Harrison spreads it out. Saints move it quickly. The Saints faithful want the ball moving quickly as Loughlin drives it up. Looking for Hunt on his left, but Alan Hunt had gone in field. Hutchinson had completed the tackle. Now with Shane Cooper leading his charges, creates the gap there. Saints move it over. Beavers back to Dwyer. Dwyer sees the gap. He gets it away. Saints are throwing it about like it's a hot potato. Now with Chris Joint. Good yardage. Alan Hunt wants a quick play of the ball. Chatfield doing a bit of mauling. Chatfield breaks quickly. John Neal can't take it. Kingston Rovers capitalise on the Saints' mistake. But I think Chatfield should have been penalised for offside there. He's forward, Speckman. Well, cries of a forward pass. What's the referee given? Has given a scrum. But, whether he has given the forward pass. John Griffiths goes to feed. Saints have possession. Griffiths brings it crossfield, sees the gap. Parker brings him down, but he gets it away to Loughlin. On to John Neal. Back out, but Saints trying to throw it out, but still stood a little flat-footed. And Rovers capitalise on that. Beavers was the man caught in possession. And Bernard Dwyer not able to gain much further momentum. John Harrison breaks through, good ball to Cooper. Cooper chips it for Joint to chase. Gary Brown's back there, but Joint tries to chase him, but Brown evades 2 tacklers and Bernard Dwyer brings him down. But good play there by Cooper. He chipped the ball. Joint was chasing it, but Brown, the winger for Rovers, managed to get possession and outpace the defence. 10-0 the score. 22 minutes gone. Chamberlain from acting half-back position. Saints will have to watch these lively players from the acting half-back position. Now with Speckman, he chips it downfield, and it finds touch 10 metres from the Saints line. Last season against the Rovers here at Nosey Road, a good win, 38-15. Up at Craven Park, we went down by 24 points to 14. Up at Craven Park this season, we've come through with a 22 points to 11 win. Even though at well, we just scored all on half-time, weren't we? 7-0 Rovers were leading, and we just managed to score a try. Made it 7-6 at the half-time interval. In the lead this evening by 10 points to 0. And Griffiths moves it over. Mike Riley coming in off the wing. A bit unlucky this season, Mike Riley with injuries. A lot of lying on it to play the ball by the Robins. John Neal drives into the defence, looking to unload. John Harrison. Kicked upfielder, will it run dead? Yes, it has. The wingman on the far side, I think it's Mike Bibby, looking for the ball to run dead, and Kingston Rovers now will restart from the centre of the 20-metre line. Chamberlain, he flicks it up. First man in there, Craig O'Brien. As I said, O'Brien and Harrison, Chris Harrison. Well, excellent play by John Neal. Well, wrong decision there, Mr. Annesley. John Neal reaped the ball back. Excellent bit of work by John Neal, a hallmark of this fella's play. When the ball's on the ground, it can be it's open for grabs. Neal struck for it, but Mr. Annesley said he's offside, or he's penalised for offside, penalised Sunday. Obviously the Antipodean way of ruling, and Rovers have the penalty. Just outside the Saints 20-metre line. O'Brien coming in, Harrison round the top, Bernard Dwyer round the legs, needless to say. O'Brien there it wasn't, I beg your pardon, it wasn't O'Brien before. There's the second row, Des Harrison. The ball's loose. Well, it's bound to be a penalty, isn't it? With referee Annesley, the way he's been ruling. The ball's been reaped out. A penalty right in front of the sticks, and no doubt Fletcher will have a go for goal. It was the other prop there, Chris Harrison, that drove through just minutes earlier. Mike Fletcher looking to put the Robins on the scoreboard. 26 minutes gone. Mike Fletcher puts it between the sticks. So the Fletcher penalty goal in the 26th minute puts the Robins on the board. 10 points to 2 they trail now. And after an excellent start, 2 tries in the first 9 minutes by the Saints, Rovers have regained the composure and managed to keep the Saints out. Rapati, he kicks it deep. Well, a mistake by Rovers there. The ball looked as though it was going dead. What is it, Chatfield that took it? It is Chatfield. Speckman taps him on the back of the head. He made an error there, and now with Saints, where Saints probably should have been defending, now they're going to regain possession, with Chatfield having to drop out from between the sticks. Lyon right under it. Weaves his way through. Good yardage, hands and knees there. David Lyon still moving forward. Dwyer at dummy half. Cooper onto Paul Loughlin, just losing his footing as he got the ball. Now Saints moving it right. Griffiths and Joint. Well, it looks a little high on Chris Joint, but referee Annesley not picking it up. Rapati along the line. Connolly sees the gap, breaks through, comes back to Rapati. Hutchinson floors Connolly, and now Rapati pushes the tackler off again. Comes for a second bite of the cherry. Exciting player, Rapati. Got into press, only given a 50-50 chance of playing tonight. But Alan Hunt knocks it back, plays it on, picks it up and sits. Move it to the right, Griffiths chips it, tries to evade his man. Oh, Riley takes it. Excellent play by the Saints. But it's on the sixth tackle. Will they bring the ball this way? No, it goes to the blind side. Well, the ball's there, but the turnover given. Looks though the referee would have given a forward pass, and the ball brought back, and the turnover given. Old Kingston Rovers in possession. The Saints will no doubt look to press up the, hold them in their own 20-metre area, as they have been doing for the remainder of these 6 tackles. 10-2 the score, 12 minutes to the interval. O'Brien makes good yardage for Rovers. Standoff, Wayne Parker just breaks out of the 20-metre area. And now it's the prop there, O'Brien I think that is. Both of the props were in headgear. Last tackle of this sequence, and Rovers running it. Excellent work on the far side. Mike Bibby, well taken down by Gary Connolly. Connolly now attacked in half-back, and Saints spread it across. Rapati, long ball to Loughlin, pushes off Hutchinson, strides out, moves it over to the right. Loughlin again, out to Mike Riley. Now to Shane Cooper. Certainly not frightened of throwing the ball about the Saints. John Neal bounces out of the tackle, gives it to Bernard Dwyer. Quick hands now, overlap for the Saints as Joint runs through. Joint taken down by Hutchinson. Alan Hunt steps up quickly. Griffiths along the line. Beavers, he straightens up. Breaks out of the tackle, passes it to Bernard Dwyer. Saints spreading it. Rapati now into a big hole. Inside ball to Gary Connolly. He's still running. Connolly moves over to the wing position. Excellent play by the Saints, but good tackling by the Rovers. Long ball called for, quick hands, oh lovely ball from Cooper to Joint. Inside now, a try going to begging, and Rovers break up on the scraps. Oh lovely tackle by Hunt. Takes him down, man on ball, releases the ball from his hands in the tackle, and Saints are driving it again. Another 6 tackles for the Saints now, as that Rovers man receiving treatment. I think it was Gary Brown, but what a tackle by Alan Hunt. Now it's John Neal. Well, we've got something to shout about now, haven't we? The game going a little bit stale, but in these last few minutes, Rapati, good ball. Well, I'm saying good ball, he stuck hold of it. Now it's with Griffiths. Yes, out to Lyon. Oh, superb try. Well, the best passage of play we've seen all evening, that. David Lyon finished it off. Good running there, Chris Joint, Tia Rapati, John Griffiths. But David Lyon finishes it off. His 8th try of the season. Extends the Saints lead to 14 points to 2. And a good time to score. Well, any time's a good time to score, isn't it? But excellent play by the Saints. A hallmark of the play this evening. Champagne rugby back here on shore at Knowsley Road. And Loughlin looking for his second. In good position. Yes. Bang on centre there. (16-2). 3 tries, 2 goals, 16 points. And after a bit of a lull in the proceedings there, Saints put it together, finally break this stern Kingston Rovers defence. And the Rovers, as I said, they had a tough match at home last Tuesday. They entertained Wigan. They were leading 8-0 and then 8-4 at half-time. They actually went down by 26 points to 12 in the end. But a bit of pressure relieved from them with knowing that they're not going into the second division next season. But John Neal couldn't take it, he broke through, it hit him on the knees, bounced into the hands of Paul Speckman, and Rovers now in possession. Des Harrison out to Chatfield. This little man will have to be taken care of. No doubt Mike McLennan will have done his homework, and John Griffiths and Shane Cooper moving quickly on this fella. Lively half-back pairing there, Chatfield and Parker. But Rovers keep it moving. Second rower, Paul Fletcher. 10 metres from the Saints line. Chatfield along the line. Speckman. Quick hands there onto David Lydiard. Rovers play the ball onto Hutchinson. Big lad Hutchinson, he'll have to be brought down. He releases it to Des Harrison. Harrison moves it over to the left. The other second row there, Paul Fletcher, he's backing him up. Chamberlain at dummy half. Parker chips it through. David Lyon can't take it cleanly, but he's offside. He's Lydiard. I thought he certainly looked in an advantageous position. He's penalised for offside. David Lyon finds touch just outside the Saints 20-metre line. 16 points to 2 the score, 5 minutes before the interval. John Neal again, tireless runner. Tony Sullivan and Augustine O'Donnell on the bench this evening. Whether they'll get a run out in this second half, I would imagine they will. Rovers moving up quickly. Beavers, good ball to Joint. Beavers there, he looks as though he's put a few pounds on. He looks very bulky there in the second row this evening. Excellent competitor, Beavers. As you've heard me say before, been here a long time, came over here in '84 with Mal Meninga. Made his name here at St Helens, a popular figure. Last tackle of this set for the Saints. Griffiths chips it upfield, it's going to run dead, and the Rovers will restart from the centre of the 20-metre line. Saints in second position in the league. 20 games played before this evening, 15 wins, 5 losses, 4-6-9 for, 2-6-8 against, and 30 points. Rovers in 14th position. They've also played 20 before this evening, and it's the other way around for them. They've lost 15, just won 5, 2-3-9 for, 4-6-1 against, and 10 points. But they're safe. And you know what that means? Another long trek up to OKR next season. Chamberlain feeds it inside. Craig O'Brien. Good ball. He unloads it. Good backing up by the Robins. They play it quickly. Chatfield has it. Connolly comes in for the tackle again, but the ball's out on the far side. Mike Bibby. Now it's Speckman, puts a tester up. A few testing balls this evening from Kingston Rovers, but Saints have it. David Lyon comes up with the goods. Speckman doing a bit of mauling. All Kingston Rovers move up quickly, and Alan Hunt looking for another piece of the action. Scored the first try in the 3rd minute. Saints bring it blindside. Griffiths. Good ball to Loughlin, run through a big hole. Oh, Chris Joint on his outside, but a good clamp tackling there by second row forward Paul Fletcher. Harrison, big John Harrison. There are like 2 Harrisons for Kingston Rovers, 1 Harrison for the Saints. And Rapati there. There's only 1 Rapati, isn't there? Excellent form, gets the ball away. Cooper has it now, leading the defence a minute. That's a knock-on. That's a knock-on from Kingston Rovers. I'm not saying the Saints didn't knock on in the first place, but when Parker picked that ball up. He knocked it forward. But referee Annesley lets play go on. Chris Joint taking a knock in the face there as the prop forward Chris Harrison came through. Handed Chris Joint off. Chatfield along the line. The Robins in possession. They keep it moving. Paul Fletcher. The wingman, Gary Brown, just coming off in the 38th minute. Replaced by Sean Ho. Rovers with the last tackle of this sequence. Alan Hunt takes it. Oh, excellent work from Hunt. Rounds his man, drives up the touchline, just taken down by Hutchinson and Ho, the substitute. Cooper moving it crossfield. Good ball to Mike Riley. Just couldn't break through the tackling. Wants a quick play of the ball. Cooper again. Out to Riley again. And good yardage by this combination. Riley and Cooper. Looking for a try before the interval. 38 minutes on the watch. 16 points to 2 the score. Chris Joint running out wide. Joint into space. Loughlin moves in field. Quick play of the ball now. Loughlin at dummy half. Griffiths along the line now, the Saints. Inside for Rapati. He breaks out to the tackle. Rapati again. Gets it to Vivers. Out to Connolly. Must be points on the board here. Connolly goes on his own. Well, he has to take the tackle. Last tackle of this set for the Saints. Rapati along the line. Cooper. Cooper, is he going for the drop? Well, he does. He had all the time in the world, but he went to the right. Waved away, and Kingston Rovers will start with a tap from the centre of the 20-metre line. Well, it was on the last tackle. A little bit of discontent below us. They'd have been cheering if he'd have popped it over, wouldn't they? An extra 1 point. You can't please them all, can you? 16-2 the score. 40 minutes gone on my watch. Just in stoppage time. Mike Bibby has the ball, and he's still going through his Bibby. Good run from this young wingman. They've got Bright Sodji for Kingston Rovers, obviously out injured. Flamboyant wingman. And Tony Sullivan, the ex-Hull Kingston Rovers wingman. But he's with the Saints now. There's the half-time hooter. 16 points to 2 the score. In the 3rd minute, Hunt opened the scoring for the Saints. Good ball by Conley, 4-0. Then 3 minutes later, John Harrison wriggled over. Loughlin converted it, Saints in the lead 10-0. Another 20 minutes elapsed before Fletcher got a penalty goal for Kingston Rovers. That was 10-2. And then David Lyon following up after some good spade work. A lot of hands. 9 minutes before the interval, Lyon went over the try. That was goal by Loughlin. Half-time here at Nosey Road. Saints 16, Hull Kingston Rovers 2. Back with you now for the second half of the Stones Bitter League clash. Saints in the lead by 16 points to 2. Couple of birthday mentions. Firstly, Sarah Lucas. Yes, it's you, Sarah Lucas. She's 27 on the 16th of March. So happy birthday, Sarah, from all of the Saints. Her favourite player is Paul Loughlin. He sends you birthday wishes, and also all your Saints video team. Also a happy 16th birthday for this Sunday, the 14th of March, to Mark Jenian, a regular supporter here at the Saints, and he does the stats in the A-team. Best wishes, Mark, from Mum and Dad, all the family, all on the Saints video team as well, and best wishes to both of you. So Sarah and Mark, happy birthdays respectively. Saints out first. Now Hull Kingston Rovers just come out. 3 tries in the first half, Hunt, Harrison and Lyon. 2 Paul Loughlin goals, 16 points. Against a Mike Fletcher penalty goal, so 16-2 at half-time. Substitute for Kingston Rovers just before half-time, Sean Ho on for Gary Brown. I don't think we've had any further substitutions. And referee Annesley on the centre spot. Chatfield ready to get us underway. 40 minutes to go. Saints in the lead, 16-2. And we're rolling. And I must apologise to all the regular Saints video viewers for what is a Ron Hoof cock-up after last match against Castleford, where I forgot to turn the video recorder on for the first 5 minutes of the second half. But we've made sure this evening we pressed the little button and we're underway. Saints have possession. John Neal driving down the touchline. Brought down by Craig O'Brien. With Lydiard round the legs. The ball kicked deep downfield, putting pressure on Mike Fletcher. Looks struggling there as he goes back to gather the ball. Vevers, one of the tacklers, along with John Griffiths. They bring him down, but he doesn't look very well. Looks as though he's pulled a muscle as he was going back there. Muscle, hamstring. He's looking towards the bench, and it looks as though the Robins are going to have to make an early substitution in the second half. George Fairburn, their coach. Excellent competitor and campaigner, and another injury to Rovers. Well, he's all right now, he's going to play the ball, but Fletcher's still injured. Rovers have possession. Short ball there onto Sean Ho, the substitute. Chamberlain steps up, attacking half-back. Chatfield, it's on to Lydiard, he chips and chases it, hacks it on again, but David Lyon went down bravely on it. But he's held just outside his own 20-metre area. So Rovers there with two injured players. Saints have possession. Oh, it looked a little high on Riley, but he breaks through. He's still going, he's Mike Riley. Inside ball to Bernard Dwyer. Excellent tackling there by Rovers, but good drive by the Saints. Dwyer wants a quick play the ball. Rovers are down to 12 men with the injured player and a pedestrian fullback. Rapati, long ball on the far side to Loughlin. Back inside. Rapati has it. Well, a shepherd is the indication. As referee Hammersley would say, a penalty for crossing. Hull Kingston Rovers come up with the first penalty of the second half. They say it's putting some good pressure on. And Mike Fletcher comes off and Andy Thompson comes on. Only 2 minutes into the second half. So an early shuffle in the pack, so two injured players there, Gary Brown and Mike Fletcher. Neither of them look as though they could come back on the field. They'll get a bit of intensive treatment in the dugout. But Rovers have possession. They're trailing by 16 points to 2. Vevers and Cooper, they combine. Chatfield now. Andy Thompson, fresh man on, looking to release it. Bernard Dwyer, Rapati, wrap him up. Chamberlain at dummy half for the Robins. Chatfield moves it right. Oh, a bad ball there to Speckman, but he took it well. But unceremoniously dumped to the ground. Vevers and Joint. The kick coming through from Parker. Lyon should be able to take it. He lets it run though. The ball will be brought back to the 10-metre line where the scrum will be formed. 10 metres in from the main stand and 10 metres away from the try line. First scrum of the second half. Saints head and ball. Griffiths will feed it. The referee obviously not happy with the scrum. He goes round, tells Griffiths to feed it. Saints come up with possession. Rapati runs out wide. Hull Kingston Rovers all offside as picked up by the popular side faithful. But as long as you're getting away with it, you're going to carry on doing it, aren't you? Mike Riley tidies up. Second row forward there, Des Harrison in over the top along with Paul Speckman. Now John Neal, shoulder charge to the ground. Saints move it to the left. Cooper. Chris Joint comes inside. Cooper releases it to him. Last tackle of this sequence. The ball back to Rapati. Out now to Lyon. Lyon gets his kick. Down centre field. And Chatfield gathers it. He releases it to David Lydiard. Good run from Lydiard just a few minutes earlier. Well, Chamberlain bounces it down. He'd actually was going to get shut of that ball before he got hold of it. Made a blunder, knocked it on, and now it's a scrum down midway between the Rovers 20-metre line and the halfway line with the Saints feed. Griffiths now. Griffiths on a diagonal run, and they'll not stop this lad, but he feeds it inside to Rapati, who touches down under the stick. Superb try by the Saints. And this time, Rapati's try will count. Good play from the Saints. Cooper picked it up, out to John Griffiths, saw the gap, diagonal run. Excellent support work as ever from Rapati. He came on the inside and Griffiths, with the easiest of pass, slipped it to him. He went in unopposed as Rapati under the sticks and extends the Saints lead to 20 points to 2. And Loughlin shouldn't have any problem. Right in front of the sticks now, and it'll give the Saints a 20-point cushion when he converts it, as he does. 22-2. Paul Loughlin's third goal of the evening. Saints' fourth try. And an early score for the Saints. 6 minutes into the half. By the look of the movements on the bench there, looks as though, obviously with the Sky cameras here, somebody's just going to be interviewed. Looks like Tony Sullivan down below. But Saints have possession. Loughlin brings it forward. Dwyer attacked in half-back. John Neal, he drives it up. 20-point cushion, as I said, for the Saints. I'm sure Saints coach Mike McLennan will be pleased with his charges this evening, but we can't afford to let late points in again as we did the last match. Griffiths now, the loop movement with Rapati. He brings in Paul Loughlin. Takes one a little high there, does Loughlin. The referee hasn't picked any high tackles up. Chris Joint running out wide. Last tackle of this set of 6. The ball chipped for Alan Hunt to chase, but bounces off Hutchinson. Manages to regather it. He's brought down by Bernard Dwyer. Who else? Always in the thick of things, Dwyer. Now it's Chamberlain for Rovers at dummy half. Des Harrison just penetrates the Saints half, and Rovers bring it blindside. Wayne Parker drives it up. Good tackling. Beavers and Harrison work tirelessly in the pack this evening. Speckman, long ball there, out to Andy Thompson. He's looking for support. He gets it from second row forward Paul Fletcher, but Rovers keep the ball moving. Good work by the Robins. Wayne Parker there. Oh, good tackle by Lyon, but Rovers keep it going. Sean Hall, well, an excellent try there. Excellent try there by Rovers. Mike Bibby finishes it off. Obviously a bit of the Saints magic rubbing off on Kingston Rovers there. The man looked buried midfield, but he got it away, spread it out. A lot of pair of hands that ball went through, and good play by Rovers. They spread it out and Mike Bibby squeezes in at the corner. As you can see, they're about 3 metres in, 25 metres out, and Chatfield with a difficult conversion. Mike Bibby registering Kingston Rovers' first try. Just a sole penalty goal to score up to now. With that Bibby try, that makes it 22-6, and it looks on its way, doesn't it? Oh, an excellent kick there by Chatfield. 22 points to 8, and that'll give the Rovers travelling spectators a little bit to shout about, but it'll boost the side as well. Excellent conversion to a superb try. Rapati kicks it deep. Parker. He's well taken. Griffiths and Cooper move up. Chamberlain attacked in half. Big prop forward, Chris Harrison. Chatfield again. Now Speckman. Solid tackling again from the Saints, centre field. But they'll have to take note of that good try by Kingston Rovers. They can't afford to let the ball be spread. Sean Ho has it. Beavers brings off the tackle, but Chatfield it was again that brought the ball across field, looking to create havoc in the Saints ranks. And Chris Harrison has the ball. Last tackle of this sequence. Saints will have to get back on side. They do so. Now it's with Wayne Parker. Puts a diagonal ball. Alan Hunt. He gathers it safely. Rovers come up to meet him and actually force Hunt back. Some good gang tackling there and try to take Alan Hunt over his own line. Well, the referee has penalised Hull Kingston Rovers twice. Obviously he must have shouted held. I mean, I'd probably dispute that. I mean, the Saints are masters of this tactic. Gang tackling, going in, taking the man back, and Alan Hunt taking back there a full 20 metres, we can say. But it's Parker, it looks as though it's speaking out of turn. But he'll get no joy out of the referee. Penalised for the tackle. He must have ruled the tackle was completed, referee Annesley. And then I think it was Parker spoke out of turn and marched back another 10 metres. So a let off for the Saints. Some good Kingston Rovers tackling. Obviously the officials there all have their own interpretations. 22 points to 8 the score. Saints in possession with Shane Cooper running it up the middle. Mike McLennan's right hand man is Cooper. And now Bernard Dwyer scampers away. Superb competitor. One of the best uncapped hookers in the game. Or I should have said the best uncapped hooker in the game. Chris Joint now. Inside the Rovers 20 metre area. The last tackle of this set of 6. Rapati along the line. Connolly back to Rapati. He draws the man in. It's out to Lyon. Gives it to Alan Hunt. He just steps in touch as he tries to step out of the tackle. But it's the turnover on the far side, just inside the Rovers 20 metre area, as both the Saints substitutes warm up now. Gus O'Donnell and Tony Sullivan. They may be introduced into the game, but at regular intervals. Obviously they're up and down the touchline just to keep themselves warmed up in case they have to come on at any minute. 13 minutes of the second half gone. The score is 22 points to 8 in the Saints' favour. Rovers are in possession. Long lofted ball. Speckman did well. He picked it up well. Turns it inside to Craig O'Brien. The Robins looking a little devoid of ideas. The ball comes to Speckman now. And he boots it upfield. David Lyon will let it go. As is the norm. Just make sure it goes into touch, because it's the Saints head and ball with a scrum down 10 metres from the Saints line and 10 metres in from the main stand side. Gus O'Donnell is going to be introduced, and Phil Beavers is the man to be replaced. But the scrum still being formed. Saints feed. Griffiths comes up with it onto Rapati. Luke out for Griffiths, but an awkward ball, tidied up by Connolly, out to Lyon. Lyon drives it down and Mike Riley is away. Oh, excellent tackle there by Wayne Parker. Still hanging on. Riley wants to play the ball, but Chatfield and Parker are mauling him. The referee lets it go on. Loose ball, tidied up by Cooper. Excellent play by the captain. Rovers all offside on the right hand side. The Saints keep it moving. Connolly now has it. Looking for that half break. He breaks through, does Gary Connolly. Wants support. Big John Harrison's there. Now it's with Lyon. Saints throwing it about. Short, crisp passes. Looking to penetrate this Rovers defence. Dwyer brings it blindside, inside ball now. Going astray, but Saints tidy it up. John Neal quickly down. Gary Connolly chips it diagonally, just shouldered out of the game a little bit there. The ball not played correctly. Well, Saints penalised for holding the man down, and Connolly stood up there. He hadn't even pressed a finger on him. But the referee, well, he's dropped one there, hasn't he? Chatfield with the penalty. Wrong decision there. The Hull Kingston Rovers man lost the ball. Gus O'Donnell now comes on to replace Phil Beavers. 56 minutes gone. Rovers in possession. They're trailing by 22 points to 8. And some spectator just hearing his view about our Antipodean colleague in the centre. Obviously doesn't agree with his decisions. Lydiard, well taken by his counterpart Connolly. But clearly the Rovers had lost possession. But Speckman, Chatfield along the line. Substitute forward Andy Thompson. He's brought down and Rapati underneath, but Thompson bounces down on him, and still mauling is Thompson. Hutchinson on the far side for the Robins. I think, is it? No, I beg your pardon. It's second rower, Des Harrison. Now with Chatfield, the Robins with a kick and chase. Chatfield puts a high ball up. Connolly takes it well, under a lot of pressure from Sean Ho. And Chatfield coming in, doing some mauling. A lot of mauling from the Robins at the play of the ball. But I suppose in his own way, the referee trying to let the game flow. John Harrison, he drives it up the centre. Brought down virtually on the centre spot. Gus O'Donnell, John Griffith inside to Chris Joint. A big hole, and watch this man motor. Oh, lovely ball to Connolly. Connolly inside. Can it be tidied up? Well, it was a throw anywhere past that, but it's still going. Yes, Alan Hunt's in. The referee, you saw the referee there looking for the in-goal touch judges, just as he usually does. But an excellent try there, finished off by the Saints. Alan Hunt, his second of the evening. Possibly a bit fortunate, as Gary Connolly took the Hull Kingston Rovers defence on down the line. He turned the pass inside. It was finally picked up by a Saints pair of hands, and then it was released, and Alan Hunt on hand there to go over. He was tackled, he wriggled out of the tackle, touched it down. The referee looked both to left and to right, and then pointed to the spot. And it's the Saints' fifth try of the evening. 26-8. With this Loughlin attempt to come just over 20 metres out. 15 metres in from touch. Kick 3 this evening. And that's the fourth. (28-8). And the 20-point cushion is restored. 19 minutes gone, 21 minutes to play. 28-8 the score there, as I say. 19 minutes gone, 21 to play. And the Rovers, well, I don't know what sort of a job that was. Chatfield overrunning the ball. Obviously there's a planned move on there that they made a complete hash of. Oh, nasty ball there. It's Paul Loughlin full in the face. Rovers come up with possession. A nasty kick off there, and Paul Loughlin's in a lot of discomfort there. Chatfield on to Sean Ho, out to try score a bibby, but Mike Riley brings him down. Paul Loughlin's back up. Lofty ball by the Robins, it's Lydiard, he gives the dummy, he drives through, he's well taken down. Parker feeds it inside now. Second row forward, Des Harrison, he goes over for the try. The referee looks left and right again. Points to the spot. Des Harrison goes in for the try. Saints just caught a little on the hop there with Paul Loughlin being injured with that kick-off. Full in the face it got him. He's still in a lot of discomfort. Being treated at the back of the sticks by Jeanette Smith. But Des Harrison has the points on the board, 28-12. And Chatfield again. Gets the extras. (28-14). And Tony Sullivan looking to be introduced, and Phil Beavers looks as though he's coming back on as well. So Saints looking to make a couple of substitutions. John Neal coming off, and Paul Loughlin. So Paul Loughlin coming off, probably as a precaution. John Neal coming off, he's had a hard stint. Both players receive applause from all around the ground, especially the popular side here just below us. And Tony Sullivan comes on against his old side, and his late and great father, Clive Sullivan, the late Clive Sullivan, graced both the jerseys of Hull and Hull Kingston Rovers. And the ball's released there. Well, Saints penalised. The ball being tried to be squoze out by Hull Kingston Rovers, and the referee gets it wrong again. Saints penalised, but Rovers tried to squeeze it. Saints penalised for allegedly reaping the ball out of the players' hands. Yeah, and our cameraman just letting me know that the rain's coming down here at Nosey Road. Only a slight drizzle. Whether it'll make the handling conditions awkward. 28-14 the score. 18 minutes of the game remaining. Prop forward there, Chris Harrison drives the ball up, he releases it to Parker, and solid tackling by the Saints. Chris Joint coming in over the top, and Tia Rapati has the man round the legs. Chatfield on to Speckman. As I said earlier on, Saints can't afford to let easy points be scored against them. We have a 14-point cushion, but they've got to make sure that the defence is firm and tight. The Robins in possession. Chatfield chips it through. Oh, John Griffiths well positioned. Excellent play by Griffiths. Took it well, read it well, saw what Chatfield was up to. Gus O'Donnell now, from acting halfback, scampering away. Excuse me. Paul Fletcher brings him down. Dwyer moves it to the left. Joint, quick hands there. Tony Sullivan inside to Alan Hunt. Loses his footing. Hunt gone into the centre position. Play anywhere, Alan Hunt. Now with Beavers. Out to Dwyer, along the line for the Saints. Quick hands. Rapati into space. Out to Connolly. Support on the inside. There's Riley. Can he squeeze in? Oh, just short. Rapati attacked in half. Rovers move up quick. Beavers takes it well, beats the defence. Gets the ball away. Good ball to Cooper. Out to Hunt. Hunt gives the dummy, has to take the tackle. Last tackle of this sequence. Can the Saints squeeze in on the sixth tackle? The ball moved left. Chris Joint. Good run by Joint. Can he touch down? No, it's the turnover. Good tackling by Kingston Rovers. Saints tried to run it, and he's only just short, isn't he? Joint must be centimetres short of that try line. Well, the ball being brought up, whether it was actually held up over the line. Well, it wouldn't if it was held up over the line. It'd be a scrum down with the Saints feed, wouldn't it? So I don't know why the referee brought it back there. But Rovers have possession. With 15 minutes to the end of the game, Saints have a 14-point gap at 28-14. Matthew O'Reilly, the Saints mascot this evening, only 6 years of age. He'll be enjoying this game. And his favourite player, David Lyon, scored a try 9 minutes before the interval. But Rovers have possession now. It's Bibby, turns it infield. Oh, Griffith stops him, but Bibby keeps going. Managed to keep his footing. Chamberlain at dummy half. The sixth and final tackle for Rovers. They're running it. Parker chips it. David Lyon should take it cleanly. As I said, it's spitting. It's got a bit of drizzle. Maybe difficult ball handling conditions, and whether it will affect the player's footing. Well, now it's Tony Sullivan. Only back the last couple of matches after being injured, playing against France for Wales. But a loose ball there. Bibby tidies it up. Saints couldn't hold it. And Saints under pressure now, 20 metres from their own line. Defending against Kingston Rovers, who have possession. Chatfield, well, the ball wrenched out, and it looks as though it was picked up with a man that was offside there. Looks as though he was in front of the player. But referee Annesley lets play go on. Chamberlain has it, back to Sean Ho. Dwyer completes the tackle. And Rovers are pressing. Craig O'Brien. He's brought down 8 metres short. Chamberlain, the hooker, live wire hooker, attacked in half. Chatfield along the line. Parker, inside ball to Speckman. Speckman looking for runners. It's back to Sean Ho. Last tackle of this sequence. I bet it goes to Chatfield and it'll be up in the air, or a crossfield grubber. Chatfield gives the dummy. Oh, superb tackle by Lyon. But Chatfield throws it out. And Saints drop on it. It looks like Chris Joynt, I think, that's... no, John Harrison. Do beg your pardon. Saints looking for more points on the board. Mike Riley, strong lad, drives it in, has to take the tackle. Right on the 20-metre line. And Gus O'Donnell steps up at acting half. He brings it blindside. Gary Connolly takes it. Has to take the tackle. And a lot of enthusiastic tackling there going in. Griffiths along the line, overlap for the Saints on the left. Harrison gets it away to Griffiths. Changes direction, good ball. Griffiths to O'Donnell. O'Donnell into a big hole. Support there from Connolly. Connolly down the wing, inside to Cooper. Saints keep it going. Good tackle by Lydiard on Cooper. He wants a man at the play of the ball. He gets one now. Saints moving across. There's men out wide. It's now with Joynt. Feeds it inside. Beavers takes it and moves it over to the Sullivan wing. Beavers looking for space. Gives it to Sullivan. He chips it. Is it too deep? He's impeded, but Hunt's chasing it. Well, he was certainly impeded. There was Tony Sullivan. But the referee let it, the ball run. And now it'll be brought back to the centre of the 20-metre line, where Chamberlain, the hooker for the Robins, will restart. 11 minutes of the game remaining, and it's 28 points to 14. Now it's Chamberlain again. Beavers moves in, brings him down. Saints again in front of the Sky cameras next week at Thrum Hall, Halifax. A game that unfortunately we won't be covering while it's on Sky. They obviously take the best position at the grounds. We're all right here at St Helens. We're very lucky. We have an excellent gantry. But at Halifax it's a right pokey hole, isn't it? And we get shoved to one end on the top of the sponsors' boxes. A cold evening, and I think you'll just have to make do with the Sky coverage as Lydiard breaks through. Support from Sean Ho. Well, Saints should tackle him. Ho should have released that ball. It would have been a try for Bibby again. It's the last tackle of the sequence. Chatfield has it. He chips it. Connolly takes it on the full. It's a restart from the centre of the 20 as Connolly's impeded in his efforts to get the ball away. Alan Hunt from the centre of the 20-metre line plays it to himself, looks for that half gap. So as I said, in front of the Sky cameras next week at Thrum Hall, well, the referee penalises Hull Kingston Rovers, not before time too. And just as we had the other week, when the referee actually gets a decision right, he gets the 2-minute standing ovation. Griffiths takes it quickly, catches Hull KR off the guard, drives it forward, gains 40 metres. O'Donnell attacked in half. Now with Chris Joynt, runs out wide, runs very well out wide. Tony Sullivan, Cooper, Harrison along the line. Big John Harrison for the Saints, and he's still pumping those legs. Had a good game again, Big John Harrison. Man of the match against Castleford. Or one of them, man of the match. 2 man of the match awards. He's had a good game tonight, he's drove well. Griffiths has run tirelessly, Chris Joynt has, and he's still driving forward. His Joynt full of running, this lad. Last tackle of the sequence. 9 minutes to the final hooter, 28 points to 14 the score. O'Donnell chips through, oh, just couldn't gather it. But Rovers come up with possession, very unlucky there, Gus O'Donnell. Live wire utility player O'Donnell. The Robins have an injured player again on the far side as Chamberlain has possession. Dwyer and Cooper bring him down. And the Saints now with an effort to obviously contain the Robins in their own 20-metre area with 3 tackles gone. Rapati there wraps the man up. Harrison hauls him to the ground. Chamberlain attacked in half. He feeds it inside. Good run in there as Chamberlain again. That should be the last tackle. It is. The referee raises his right arm. The ball back for the kick-up field. It's Chatfield. Should be well gathered. Tony Sullivan on the far side. And David Lyon, who's looping round him. But Sullivan brings it centre field. Looks for the half break. Saints in possession. And yet there must be a lot of tired legs out there as Connolly threads his way through. Old Kingston Rovers with another man down injured. And unfortunately I don't think they've any substitutes that can come back on field. Saints physio Jeanette Smith just treating that Old Kingston Rovers man, with the Kingston Rovers physio already attending to another injured party. As Saints bring the ball away, Griffiths, good ball to Rapati, back to Lyon, overlap on the right, and Griffiths strolls in. Yes, good work there, good interpassing by the Saints. Griffiths goes in for his try. 7 minutes before the final hooter. Good play, good linking up there by David Lyon. Took it well. Excellent play by Griffiths, always there and about. As I said, he's run tirelessly. Must be in contention for the man of the match this evening, or one of the awards. But he finished it off in good style. Extends the Saints lead to 32 points to 14. Saints' 6th try of the evening. 2 for Hunt, 1 each for Harrison, Lyon, Rapati, and then John Griffiths just. Paul Loughlin kicked 4 goals. It's Tia Rapati with Loughlin been replaced. Rapati taking over the kicking duties. Yes, just squeezes it in into the right of the left-hand upright. So Rapati with his first goal of the evening. He's already kicked 23 goals this season. Gives the Saints the 20-point cushion again. at 34 points to 14 with 5 minutes to the final hooter. So an emphatic win for the Saints. Next Friday evening away at Thrum Hall versus Halifax, and they are hitting a fair bit of form, aren't they, Halifax? So a difficult tie up there, obviously. Then the week after, Warrington away. So with just 5 games after this evening's match, 3 away and 2 at home. As I said, Halifax away, Warrington away, then Leeds at home, then the traditional Eastertide derbies, Pie Eaters away at Central Park, and then Widnes at home, the final league match of the season. Well, Hull Kingston Rovers penalised on the far side, Tony Sullivan being impeded. So it's fine touch, and now we'll build up a move, hopefully, with Gus O'Donnell starting us off. John Harrison, first man in. Bernard Dwyer, back after being injured, run tirelessly, tackled tirelessly, as he always does. Griffiths on the opposite diagonal, gives it to Chris Joint, cops a high one. Brought down just short of the centre line, with Gus O'Donnell attacked in half. Saints moving it crossfield. Cooper just took his eye off the ball. Kingston Rovers regain possession. One of the props there, it's Craig O'Brien that has it. Gone to substitute Thompson, but he loses it. Chris Joint says thank you very much, and Saints are back in possession and back on attack. Must be a little slippy. Griffiths chips it, obstructed a little bit, but he gets the ball back, he flicks it back. Well, what sort of an indication is that? Surely Griffiths do well, he must have been penalised for allegedly pushing the Hull Kingston Rovers man off. Well, 2 men of the match there, 2 men of the match, Rapati and Neil. On the yellow card here, a sin bin for Parker. Wayne Parker, that is, sin bin. Not bad considering Hull Kingston Rovers had the penalty, and Parker sin bin, obviously for chatting back again. Second occasion he'd done so, and referee Annesley taking exception to it. Oh no, I beg your pardon, he's not been sin bin, he's back on. I thought he'd showed him the yellow card. Wrong again, sorry about that. I thought it was strange with Rovers being awarded the penalty. Well, the Saints have the ball, it's going to be a scrum down with the first knock on counting, which Hull KR did. So it's a scrum down with the Saints feed, and we're talking about 2 minutes to the final hooter, with the scoreline at 34 points to 14. John Griffiths to feed the scrum. Cooper brings it out. Griffiths now onto Mike Riley. Drives forward, pushes the man out of the way. Strong wingman. Well, mauling at the play, the ball by Speckman. He's mauling all over Riley. The referee's right on top of the job, and he does nothing. Lyon, well, Alan Hunt couldn't take it. It's going to be a knock on, but it should have been a penalty to the Saints, just to the right of our commentary position. A lot of questions to be asked about some of the referees' interpretations this evening, but an emphatic win for the Saints at 34 points to 14. Still the time possibly for a further score, but Hull Kingston Rovers have the ball. Parker has it. Second row forward, Paul Fletcher. He's brought down. Harrison and Cooper, tireless tacklers. Craig O'Brien, he's brought down. Both O'Brien and Harrison had good games up at Craven Park when Saints were up there in the corresponding fixture, but they've not been as strong running this evening. 40 minutes on the watch, playing in time. Well, would have been a forward pass that, but Alan Hunt gathers it. If Hull Kingston Rovers had gathered it, would have been a forward pass. But there's the full-time hooter. 34 points to 14, the final score. 16-2 at half-time. Tries in the second half for Rapati, Hunt and John Griffiths. For the Saints, that is, with Bibby and Harrison getting tries for Kingston Rovers. All of those tries in the second half converted to the final score here at Knowsley Road. Saints 34, Hull Kingston Rovers 14. As I said, we're at Halifax in front of the Sky cameras next Friday. We won't be doing, your Saints video team won't be there due to the bad spec. So you'll have to put up with the Sky version, but thanks once again for joining us, and hopefully we'll be with you against Warrington in a fortnight. On behalf of your cameraman Peter, myself Ron, we bid you farewell and we'll see you soon. The final score here, Saints 34, Kingston Rovers 14.
Thank you.